Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Max Backer, and I'm your community manager here at Work at Health. Just a few things before we begin Breathwork for Recovery with Regina. I would love if you could say hi in the chat if you're able to do so. Tell us where you're zooming in from tonight and maybe how you're feeling about doing some breath work. If you have any questions for our host Regina tonight, please know that we have a Q&A panel along the bottom of our Zoom screens, and it's open tonight, so please ask questions there and I will get them over to Regina at the end of our practice. The first thing I want to do is honor that you have shown up for yourself tonight, whether you are watching us live or if you are watching the replay. You're giving yourself an opportunity to try something new for your recovery, or perhaps you are strengthening your current breathwork practice, and I just want to honor that. Our host, Regina, is originally from Austin, Texas, has been living in New York since 2004. After receiving both a BFA and an MFA in dance, Regina made the shift towards a devoted spiritual practice. Regina is a breathwork facilitator, an Ayurvedic Wellness Counselor, a yoga instructor, and a certified personal trainer through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. You can check out Regina's work at their website here. I'll throw that in chat, and you can also sign up for Regina's newsletter there. You can follow Regina at RockBody. Put that in the chat as well. That's ROCKE_body on Instagram. And Regina also has a Patreon, and I will throw that in chat as well. All right, so without further ado, I'd like to pass it over to Regina to take us through our practice. And again, thank you for being here tonight, Regina.
Thank you. Thanks, Max. There's not much more for me to say. That was a wonderful intro, so thank you. And hi, hello, everyone. And as Max said, please feel free to use the chat either privately to me, or you can say hi to the entire group. Let me know if you have done breath work before, or maybe you have a very devoted breathing practice, sitting, taking a moment to be aware of your breath, because that's basically what we're going to do during this session. The only other thing I have to add to that bio is that I've been leading breath work since 2017. So it's been 5 years working with people one-on-one or large groups, and since 2020 online. So again, I'm very happy to be here. There's so many different ways to enter this, and I'm not here to tell you what's best for you. All I can do is encourage you to be as open and curious as possible. That's my best advice. So if you've never done this practice, don't worry, I'm going to teach it to you. But before that, I just want to give you a few things to keep in mind. If you haven't already, while I'm talking, go grab a paper, journal, notepad, something to write with, because I'm going to give you some time to write afterwards. Know that you can stop doing the exercise that I'm going to lead you through. You can stop and just be where you are. Maybe you decide you want to breathe in and out through your nose and find that's like what you need for this session. Lying down is ideal, but if for whatever reason you can't, you don't want to, whatever it is, you can be seated. I just want you to be as physically comfortable as possible. So I'll lead you through a little meditation. I'll lead you through the breathing. There will be some music playing as you breathe. Then I'll give you time to write, and then we'll close. So go ahead and get in the spot, the place that you want to be in. Again, we'll start with meditation. So if you want to be lying down, go ahead and get in your spot. Maybe your bed is nearby or your sofa. If you do want to be on your floor, I just want you to be as comfortable as possible. So if you're like me, you have very hard floors, maybe you want to put down a yoga mat, several blankets, several pillows. If you are going to be seated, you can find a comfortable seated position. Please get all the blankets, all the pillows, whatever you need that's available to you. So everyone, as you're getting comfortable, I'm going to talk. So as you're getting comfortable, maybe you can already set up the space that you're in and this practice that you're about to do without judgment, without needing to know everything. Perhaps you can call in a sense of ease, a sense of excitement, a sense of curiousness, as I said. So if you're already in your spot, maybe you want to close your eyes. And for now, let your arms, your hands be wherever you want them to be, whether you're seated or lying down. And whether it's the end of your day, the evening, middle of your day, maybe it's first thing in the morning for you, I encourage you to let yourself be present in what's happening right now. So the past, the future, you can let that go. Maybe you notice some tension in your body. Can you release it? Maybe it'll feel good to open your mouth wide and then close it. Let your jaw relax. Maybe your shoulders can relax just a little bit more. Let that tension go if it's there. And your arms, your hands, let them really and truly relax as much as you can. In fact, your entire torso, your back, your chest, your belly. Let tension go if you notice it in that part of your body. Your hips and your glutes. Let them relax. Your thighs, your legs, your feet. Take a deep breath into your nose and then let it out through your mouth. When you're ready to take another deep breath into your nose. And then when you're ready to exhale it out through your mouth. With each exhalation, you let yourself rest. This is a time where you're not obligated to do anything else. There's nothing you need to take care of. There's no one you need to take care of. There's nothing you have to do. Something I like to do when I start this practice is I tell my mind it's okay to not be taking care of something else. And a list of things I have to do, I let it go. And you can find that letting go by noticing your breath, and maybe you can even breathe deep into your belly when you inhale. Notice it. Exhale when you're ready and notice it. Notice that exhale. Breathe in and notice it. Exhale it out and notice it. Breathe in and notice it. Exhale and notice it. And then from here, you're going to let yourself rest and breathe your normal breath. Maybe you keep your eyes closed. And know that this practice of noticing your breath, being aware of it, and controlling, for the lack of a better word, controlling how it enters your body. And then you decide when you want to exhale it out. And then you decide when you take it in. And you decide when you exhale it out. This practice of noticing our breath, emptying out our minds, has been around for many years in many different cultures. And the practice that I'm going to lead you through tonight, it's shown up in parts of the Amazon. It's shown up in India. There's people in the Tibetan tradition who practice something very similar. So know that this isn't something that I've made up to share with you all. I'm very much humbly sharing what has been taught to me with gratitude. So I want you to open yourself up to feeling, seeing, or hearing anything that your body, yourself, maybe you even think of it as your higher self, whatever that shows up like for you, what it has to tell you or show you about where you've been in this journey of recovery for yourself, this path, where you've been, how far you've come. And maybe one word comes up, maybe a few different words, maybe a very clear sentence. And let yourself notice what comes up. You're noticing it. You don't have to judge it or create a story around it. Body, self, higher self. Let me be a witness to how far I've come from where I started in this journey of recovery. Whatever has come up for you, let that drift away. Let it be with you, but you don't have to keep it in mind. Now you're back to the present. You're noticing your breath. Taking a deep, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. So now we'll get into the breathwork breathing exercise, knowing that whatever came up for you when you asked that question about how far you've come, where you started and where you are now, that will be around you. But again, you don't need to let yourself fixate on it. It's there to be with you. One hand will be on your chest, and you can join me in doing that, whether you're seated or lying down. And then the other hand will be on your belly comfortably. And it doesn't have to be completely center. I want you to allow your arms to relax. And if your hand kind of goes off to the side, that's okay. So your arms are relaxed, your hands are gently resting, and you can notice that connection to your body. Your mouth is going to be open the entire time, and I'll be here with you to get you started. So with your mouth open, breathe into your belly. Breathe up into your chest. Exhale it out. Keep your mouth open. Breathe into your belly. Breathe into your chest. Exhale. Breathe into your belly, your chest. Exhale. Breathe into your belly, your chest. Exhale. Breathe into your belly, your chest. Exhale. Keep your mouth open. Breathe into your belly, your chest. Exhale. Belly, chest. Exhale. So keep that pattern going. So first things first, you do not have to go at this pace. If it feels better for you to slow down, by all means, slow it down. Go even slower. Second, know that you don't have to be equal in your breaths. If you find it easier to breathe up into your chest, let that be a deeper breath. And vice versa. If you find that breathing into your belly is a little easier, let that be your deepest breath. But no matter what, I want you to set a pace that feels right for you and allow your head, your thoughts to release. And instead, you're noticing breath moves into my belly, breath moves into my chest, and then I exhale it out and you repeat. I'm always available in the chat to answer questions, but my one rule is that you allow yourself to breathe how you need to breathe. And maybe you take a break and you get back into it. Maybe you keep going the entire time, especially those of you who've done this many times, whether with me or another practitioner. Know that yawning a lot is very common. So if you're yawning a lot, let yourself yawn, and maybe you fall asleep, and that's perfectly fine also if you fall asleep. And also know that sometimes a tingling, a vibration in the body occurs. It happens to me every time I do breath work. And know that you're safe if you feel that tingle. You can do what feels right for you, but also know that I personally, when I start to feel that tingle in my body, that's when I tune in and I ask my body questions. So if you want to do that, if you do start to feel tingling a little bit later, you can pause for a moment and check in with how you feel. Maybe your body has something to tell you about releasing, letting go. Let yourself be curious with this breath. And if anything, maybe it can be even a good time and some fun for you. So I'm going to let you breathe. I'm going to get this music started and know that I'm not going to talk too much once we get started with the music. I'm just going to let you breathe. Excellent, everyone. And just want to reiterate, you breathe at the pace, in the way, deep belly, deep chest, exhale, whatever that shows up like for you. And if any big emotions surface, it's completely up to you whether you lean into those feelings, those emotions, or if you decide to stop. Again, that's up to you. Let yourself be as relaxed in your body as possible as you breathe, and let your breath guide you from there. Stay exactly where you are and take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly. Exhale it out through your mouth. And then again, deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your abdomen. Exhale it out through your mouth and let this exhale be a little bit slower. And again, deep breath in. And again, exhale out through your mouth and let this exhalation be even slower. And again, deep, deep, deep breath in through your nose. Let your exhalation be your slowest, most drawn out exhalation. You're going to transition to breathing your normal resting breath. Let yourself breathe with ease. Stay where you are. Let your body relax. Let your hands be where you want them to be. So if you have nearby your paper, journal, whatever it is, you can grab that, pen and paper, whatever you're using, and first reflect on that message or those messages, that feeling, whatever it was that you got before we started, around how far you've come in your journey, your path to recovery, where you're at with it, since it's ongoing. So whatever came to you when you were lying there, sitting there before you started breathing, whatever the feelings were that came up, thoughts, words, sensations, what maybe images you saw, you can write about that. And you can make a list, you can write a paragraph, whatever it is, and then anything that's coming up for you around where you're headed for your highest good. Any thoughts, feelings, images in your further journey ahead. And so I'll give you a few minutes to write. So I'll give you a little over a minute to finish up what you're writing, and then we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. And if for whatever reason you want to stay lying down, that's perfectly fine. But again, about a minute to finish up. So as you finish up writing, and if you're done, you can make your way to your comfortable seated position. Let your hands rest where you want them to be. Or if it feels good for you, you can place your hands on your torso. Close your eyes if you'd like. Notice how you feel physically in this moment. And again, there's no judgment around how you feel. Maybe something's shifted compared to when we started. Maybe you feel the same. That's fine wherever you are. Maybe you feel more relaxed. Maybe you feel focused in your thoughts. Maybe you feel sleepy or wide awake. Observe. No matter what, I want you to give yourself gratitude, a thank you for being here. As Max mentioned at the beginning of our session, you chose to take the time to be here, to show up, to reflect and honor where you're at in your recovery process that might often feel not linear at all, but know that every day brings an opportunity to find beauty in life, curiosity, no matter where your path takes you. So thank you again for being here, and let's close with a deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. Thank you all so much. So anything you feel comfortable with sharing in the chat, feel free, whether it's something that came up for you or something that was on your mind that's still on your mind. Bossy's here to say hi to everyone. She was with us the entire time. So yeah, anything you all feel like sharing, feel free. But no matter what, like I said, I'm so glad you all were here. And thank you all for having me. I really enjoy doing this work and I enjoy sharing it. So every opportunity for me to lead is an opportunity for me to grow and be better at showing up for people. So I'm always grateful for it. Oh, so sweet, Luna. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Just a few things. Often a question that comes up is how often can I do this or should I do this? There's no such thing as breathing too much. I am a huge fan of taking deep breaths, especially into the belly. So if you want to do this 5 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, once a week, once a month, I find that being led by someone is a much better, for lack of a better word, better experience. When I do it on my own, sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes Bossy's, jumping on me, but there's something about, I have a few friends who lead me through sessions over Zoom, and I find that that's very helpful, that like accountability of someone starting the playlist and talking me through it. So if you find you want to do it on your own and you find that that really works for you, go for it. If you find that you really need someone to lead you through it, you can come back to this replay again and again. And I also offer Zoom group sessions once a month through my Patreon. So yes, and I'm a huge fan. Oh yes, tranquility, I love it. I'm a huge fan of making a playlist that is 15 minutes, and then I have like a 25-minute, 30-minute playlist, and that's also fun. I like making the playlists. So I always just say, find what works for you. Some people like silence, some people like music, some people like to do it on their own, some people like someone to lead them through it, and there's no such thing as too much.
Oh my goodness. Regina, on behalf of Work at Health, I just want to thank you for an amazing workshop, an amazing practice. What a gift you have. Thank you. And thank you for everyone who attended tonight and for folks who are watching this later. I hope this felt absolutely magical. Don't forget to catch Regina on their socials, rockbody.com. That's ROCKE, body, BODY.com, one word. And over on Instagram at rockbody, and that is ROCKE_body. Y'all keep working it and keep breathing, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you again, Regina.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.